So, first of all, Shreya, I would like to congratulate you since
Thanks a lot, sir.
out of the 2000 students, you have been shortlisted for the interview procedure. And based on that, we'll be also selecting our top three students. Okay.
Yes, sir,
So,
got it.
you're confident, you're prepared, Shreya?
Yes, sir, quite well.
Okay. Have you given interviews before also, or is this your first interview?
This is the first one, sir.
Okay. So, I hope it goes amazing, your first experience.
Yes, sir.
Shall we
Hoping the
start now?
same.
Shall we
Yes,
start?
sir, sure.
Okay. Can you please tell me what do you learn from the story of marshmallow? That marshmallow test is there now. What do you learn from that test?
So we get to know that if we listen to our teachers, we'll surely be led in a good path. Our teachers would surely mean no harm to us. They would always hope for our best. They would always hope for our good. So obeying them would for sure lead us in a good path. But if I disobey them, that would get me into an opposite path, which is the wrong path. So by
Very
listening
good.
to them, I can, decide in the future I'll be in a good position.
Yes. How it helped when those kids they controlled themselves by not eating that marshmallow? Like, what was the result of that?
So, well, they obeyed their teachers by focusing well. So they were in a good path. They got good position in the future.
They became great leaders. Very good. Correct answer. Okay. Can you please tell me what do you learn from the story of Newton and the atheist?
The solar system one.
Yes.
Well, Isaac Newton was planning of preparing this, but when he got up, he found out a ready-made model of the solar system. And then there comes a man and then asks, "What's it all? You prepared it so well." And then Newton says, "Well, no, it just appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't me who created that." By this, we can get to know that there is someone who prepared that, which is none other but the super soul. We get to know that there is some power over there which created it, which wasn't Newton at all.
Yes.
So we get to know it's not the super soul who did it.
Very good. Yes, there is a creator who is God who created that. Correct. Okay. So are there multiple gods or only one God?
So there's a thing in Kannada, Deva Obba Nama Alavu.
Hmm.
We get to know that there is just one God with different names. It depends on what one person believes. Like in Hindu, we believe it as Krishna. In Muslim, they believe it as Allah. So they have different names, but the God is just one.
Like a sun example, correct? Sun we call it
Yes,
with
sir.
different names. Okay.
Yes, sir, right.
Can you please tell me what is the art of smart work from Bhagavad Gita?
What is the art of smart work? So is it somewhere that we have to try our best, having focus, having self-confidence, just trying our best, and the rest four factors help us out through?
The other factors are also there, correct? Karma, and the other factors are also there. So you should give your
Yes, sir.
100% endeavor from your side and then leave the rest on God and the other factors to decide, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please tell me what was the first instruction received by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada from his spiritual master?
So it was Lord Chaitanya. So he asked him that why don't you preach about our culture throughout the world? So in the year 1925, if I'm not wrong, Srila Prabhupada went on. He first tried going to America. Over there, in the journey over the Red Sea, he had two heart attacks.
Hmm.
Even though he tried his best, the day he slept, in the dream, Lord Krishna came, being the captain of the ship, saying that don't worry, try your 100% best. I'm there with you. And then later on, turned out that Srila Prabhupada was able to preach out very well. He went around the world 14 times. He preached about Bhagavad Gita in Europe, countries of Europe, Australia, many parts of Asia, USA, and all, Canada, Russia. So from that, we get to know that he preached a lot, believing Lord Krishna.
Yes. What age he went and what was the year when he went to America?
The 70 years.
Okay, 69 years.
Uh,
Yes.
it was 25, 1920.
Yes, it
No,
was.
1922. Lord Chaitanya had said the about it in the year 19,
It's in 1960s. Some in
19.
1960s. So it is 1965. Okay. So my next question to you is, why did Dronacharya tell Arjuna to hit the bird's eye and not the other princes?
So because he had focus on the bird's eye alone, the rest were focusing on everything around the bird, even the bird too. But Arjuna had the focus just right into the bird's eyes. So Dronacharya got to know that Arjuna would surely be able to hit the bird's eye, allowing him to hit.
Very nice. Yes, you know the story very correct. Yeah. My next question to you is, do you know that story when the Guruji tells the disciples to eat the fruit where nobody is watching them?
Yes, I do know
So
it.
why did the third disciple didn't eat the fruit? It was so amazing, tasty fruit.
Sir, because we have Lord in our heart, he surely would be seeing everything. The rest too found place in a cave, but God was able to see them. One
Hmm.
under the tree, the God was able to see him too. But the third disciple, he was sure that no, I wasn't able to eat because God's in my heart and he surely can see it. Nobody, there wasn't anybody else, but God could see me. So he
Yes,
wasn't
very
able
good.
to eat the fruit.
Very good. Okay, why did President Nixon resign from his post?
Sir, he had a lot of blame on. So instead of being impeached by people and having a bad name in the future again, he himself resigned from it.
Hmm, very good. What is our actual identity? Who are we? If I ask, who are you? What will say? I am what? I am Shreya? Yes, but then
Yes, sir,
finally,
I'm
who are
sure.
you? Finally, who are you? If I ask you.
We are made of the soul, the subtle body, and the gross
Yes.
body.
Yes, we are soul. Very good. Okay, just now you only told me subtle body and gross body. Subtle body and gross body is made up of what, Shreya?
So gross body is made up of earth, water, air, fire, and ether.
Hmm.
Whereas the subtle body is made up of mind, knowledge, um, false ego.
Yes, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Very good.
False ego.
Okay, can you please tell me what do we learn from the bird and the cage example?
So it depends on how we look after it. The first one, he looked after it very well, giving it proper amount of water. The bird was happy, so was the boy. But in the second case, the boy was not taking care of the bird very well. The
Hmm.
bird was, morose and everything. The bird did not have sufficient food, water, nothing. So the bird died, and the boy was unfortunately sad.
Okay, so who is the bird and who is the cage according to our body?
Mm. So if
Bird is
I'm not
the
wrong, the soul is the bird,
yes, and the cage
and
is
the cage is
the
the
body.
subtle body.
The body, correct.
The body.
Okay, so can you please tell me how we can engage our ears, our eyes, our tongue, our legs, our mind in the service of God?
So eyes, by seeing the Lord, the deity of the God.
Yes,
Ears by listening to the prayers. The songs.
yes.
And mouth by chanting the prayers,
Hmm.
and
Correct.
walk by going to the temple.
Hmm.
And which left some.
Yes, our legs and our mind. You told everything. Okay. Can you please tell me why Chris Matthews became addicted to drugs?
Because of his friends' influence.
Hmm.
First, his cousins were like, "You're so, your parents are have a good control over you." And then he was like, "Oh, well, there is much freedom outside." Then he started listening to his cousin, and then later on, when he went to engineering, he got influenced by his friends. He was he was smoking a cigarette once a day, but day by day he got addicted to the cigarettes. He also got drug addicted, mainly because of the influence by his friends.
Is bad association. Correct. Okay. Can you please tell me how many years ago Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Lord Krishna to Arjuna?
5,000 years. Five
Very
thousand
correct.
years.
Very correct. Is Supreme Lord a person or impersonal?
In person,
Is he a person or he's not a person?
sir, I guess not a person.
He's a person actually. Okay? Where we can reciprocate, correct or not?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please tell me what is the meaning of define the word Bhagwan? What is the meaning
I
of
read
Bhagwan?
it.
Yes.
Sir, I don't remember it.
Okay, no problem. Can you please tell me that which devotee Lord Krishna turned back in the temple?
Kanakadasa.
Okay, where is that temple, Shreya?
Udupi, sir.
Oh,
Udupi,
you have been
Udupi.
there?
No, sir, I haven't been, but yeah, I'm looking forward to be there.
Okay, okay, very nice. Actually, I went many times because I was in NITK there, so it was very near to Udupi. Okay, my next question to you is, can you please tell me what are the three gates to hell?
So it is greed, lust,
Hmm?
and anger.
Yes, very good, correct answer. Okay, can you please tell me why does anger arise in us and how it begins in the like for Suman? Okay, when she became unhappy, okay, during her birthday. So, can you please tell me?
So there is proper steps, but I don't remember all
Yes,
the
yes.
steps. But it's like we start wanting for something because of greed, and then we are expecting something which won't take place, which would lead us to be in anger because that wasn't fulfilled.
Hmm. Okay, very good. Yes, because it doesn't get fulfilled, then we get frustrated and we become angry. Correct.
And
Okay.
yes, sir.
Can you please tell me what are the characteristics of happiness in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance?
And ignorance. Ignorance is where we get lazy.
Yes, correct.
Hmm.
Goodness.
I don't remember it.
Yes, it's for goodness. It is initially poison, but at the end it is nectar. Okay. And for
And
passion
for
it is
happiness, it's nectar first,
for
and
passion. For
then
passion it is
nectar first, and then
okay.
poison at the end.
Yes, that is for goodness.
Okay, that's for goodness, and then passion is the opposite.
Hmm. Okay. Can you please tell me what are the four components of our speech according to Bhagavad Gita? What are the four components of our speech? How our speech should be according to Bhagavad Gita?
Polite,
Okay, polite.
kind.
Okay.
We should be truthful. We should be honest.
Yes. Yes.
It might sound bitter to the ears, but we have to be honest.
Okay. Yes. It should be truthful. It should be what else?
Hon, hon,
Yes, it should be truthful. It should be beneficial.
mutually
Should
beneficial.
be it should be non-agitating. Yes, it should be non-agitating and it should be beneficial. Okay, for unpleasing also. Okay, can you please tell me, was Arjuna creating violence by fighting?
No, sir, he wasn't, because he was working hard for his motherland. So
Hmm.
that does not make him, go in a illegal way.
Very
But
good.
if
Okay.
he wasn't fighting for his motherland, that would be wrong. But since he was working hard for his motherland, that cannot be considered wrong.
Yes, very nice. Correct answer. Okay, my next question to you is, can you please tell me how the knowledge of soul helps in our life?
Knowledge of soul.
How it helps in your
Sir,
life?
I'm not aware, sir.
Okay.
Don't remember.
Yes. Next question to you is, what kind of yoga is suitable for this present age?
So the asanas, whereas it is meditating initially, chanting the holy name of God.
Yes, correct answer. Okay. Can you please tell me, like, how deities accept our prayers when we go to temple, when we offer, how it is like possible that we offer prayers and the deities accepts our prayers?
Sir, it's like
Any example?
mother and children connection. No matter where you are, your mother gets to know what you want. The same way, this could work out. Or even through, the concept of WhatsApp, you might be here and then the receiver might be somewhere else. Yet we get to communicate. The same way the communication takes place between the person and then the deity.
Okay, very nice. Yes, final two, three questions I'll ask. Okay. I think I'm running short of questions. You have answered most of them. Okay. Next question to you is, what do you learn from the story of Sudama and Krishna? Did I ask you this?
No, sir, you haven't.
Please.
Sir, it's that friendship.
Yes.
Uh, the way Sudama and Krishna had their friendship in the childhood, later
Mhm.
on they got, separated because Krishna's wealth, he became the king, whereas Sudama, he was poor, and then they both got, separated. But one day when Sudama was, in trouble, he needed help from Krishna. He was sent to Krishna by his wife with some dry rice sweet,
Mhm.
poha. Later on, when he went, Krishna gladly accepted Sudama. He welcomed him. And then when he asked what the sweet was, when Sudama gave it, Krishna, with lots of happiness, had it. And
Mhm.
then later on, when Sudama went home, he was actually surprised to see his tiny little hut turned into a
Mhm.
not palace.
Yes.
So this is what friendship is.
Yes. Very good, Shriya. You're an amazing storyteller also. You remember it very
Thank you,
nicely.
sir.
Can
Thank
you
you, sir.
please? Okay. So, Shriya, can you please tell me what lesson we learn when Arjuna and Duryodhan they went to Lord Krishna for assistance in war?
Mm,
Lord Krishna was sleeping and then they reached there. So what do you learn from there? Like what happened exactly?
sir, the one with Duryodhana and
Yes,
Yudhishthira, that
Duryodhan.
story.
No, they went there. Lord Krishna was sleeping. Then they asked, okay, what do you want? Then Lord told that either I have army or I will be there. So either I will be there or other option is I do take my army. So you don't know that story?
No, sir, I'm not
Okay,
aware of it.
no problem, no problem. Okay, so last question. Tell me what's the full Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
Sir,
What is the Hare
I
Krishna?
don't.
Okay, let us chant together then.
Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna.
So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I
Amazing.
got confused with the other one.
Okay. Yeah, I think you were thinking of Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Shreya. Okay, Shreya, it was very amazing. Okay, you answered most of the questions and you learned so many things. That's the most important
Yes,
thing,
sir.
correct or
I
not?
did learn. Yes, sir.
So please share if you want to share any experience of yours giving the Value Olympiad and studying the textbook and how it helped you.
Sir, I was someone who believed in science more
Mhm.
than in God. But going through this, I somehow the little spark in me raised, saying that no, there is something over there, which led to so many things over here. It's just not science present in this world. By this, the ISKCON thing, what they're doing, I just learned that, yeah, people aren't believing in God for a reason. There is something over there. That's what I understood through this thing.
Amazing, Shreya. Very nice to listen to your experience and your transformation. So,
Yes,
so Shreya will be taking the interviews of all the other students as well, and then all the students will be called in the temple for in the ISKCON Sheshadipuram for the prize distribution ceremony. Everybody will be getting certificates, and also the top three students also will be announced there only. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
I'll be just updating you about those details. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. It was nice talking to you, sir.
So all the best for your future. And
Thank you,
one
sir.
more thing, are your holidays going on right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, actually just wanted to tell you that we have a online summer camp, okay,
Yes, sir.
organized
Got
by
to know about it.
you got to know. So there in the evening, like it's online class. It's one is about wisdom tales and the other is Sloka Master. So it will be beneficial. Just see, I will be sending you the poster or the pamphlet. You can just see and
Yes,
register
sir.
for the
Look
same.
for it.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
many wisdom stories and many things will be you'll be learning there. Okay, Shreya.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So very good, Shreya. All the best. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, sir. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.